expanding consciousness beyond the simulation reality. This video was fully created with AI or artificial intelligence to highlight the concept of our simulated reality. Imagine, for a moment, that the reality we experience is just the tip of an iceberg. What if the world we see, touch, and hear is merely a fragment of something far greater, a projection from a higher dimension? Intriguingly, some theorists propose that we are living in a kind of holographic simulation, projected from lower fourth-dimensional consciousness. Our version of reality is confined to the visible light spectrum experienced through the five senses and accounts for less than 0.005% of what consciousness truly encompasses. If this is the case, why are we so locked into this fragment of awareness? More importantly, how do we escape it and evolve towards a 5D reality? The holographic illusion. To understand this perspective, visualize the way a hologram works. A hologram appears three-dimensional but is ultimately a two-dimensional representation of information, illuminated to give the illusion of depth. Similarly, our reality, as we know it, operates within the constraints of a holographic projection. It arises from the interplay of energy, lower 4D consciousness, and the visible light spectrum. The visible light spectrum is an exceptionally narrow band of frequencies within the electromagnetic spectrum. It's what allows us to see the colors and forms around us. Astonishingly, this window represents less than 0.005% of all known electromagnetic frequencies. What lies outside this sliver of light is hidden from us, including infrared, ultraviolet, and countless other wavelengths vibrating simultaneously in dimensions beyond our comprehension. Now, here's the catch. The only tools we have to decode this projection are our five physical senses. Sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste, though invaluable, act like blinders, limiting our awareness to the immediate sensory information. These senses, bound by biology, compel us to read this simulation as though it were total reality. It's like watching a movie and forgetting the screen behind the projection. We've mistaken the illusion for the truth. But it's not just our senses that are locked in this narrow frame. Our consciousness itself often operates within this limited bandwidth. The simulation thrives on this constraint, perpetuating patterns of separation, fear, and ego. These constructs keep us anchored in a dense, three-dimensional perspective, blind to what lies beyond. We perceive duality, light and dark, good and bad, self and other, further reinforcing a limited perception of existence. If less than 0.005% of the electromagnetic spectrum informs our awareness, then over 99.995% of the universe remains untapped. Here lies the necessity and urgency to awaken. Awakening is simply the process of remembering that you are far more than a body, mind, or personality. It's the realization that your true essence is a boundless, interconnected consciousness that exists beyond the simulation's confines. When we begin to turn inward and explore the nature of consciousness, cracks in the illusion start to appear. Meditation, self-inquiry, and energy work, for instance, help us transcend the five senses and access subtler dimensions of reality. Through this expansion, we start perceiving beyond visible light. We begin to move toward the vibrational frequencies of love, unity, and presence. These are the markers of 5D consciousness. 5D reality signifies a state of being where duality dissolves. Instead of perceiving separateness and limitation, you begin to experience oneness. Imagine stepping into a frequency of unconditional love where time ceases to control you, and your awareness becomes multidimensional, capable of perceiving multiple timelines, realities, and possibilities simultaneously. While the 4D reality is defined by linear thinking and siloed senses, the 5D experience is profoundly holistic. Intuition replaces intellect as the guiding force, and compassion for all beings becomes innate. You begin to operate from a level of consciousness that sees the simulation for what it truly is, good or bad. Shifting from a 4D holographic trap to a 5D state of being begins with intention. Here are some practices to guide your consciousness's evolution. Meditate regularly. Meditation quiets the noise of the five senses, allowing you to tune into subtler energies and higher frequencies. Visualization techniques, like imagining white light expanding your awareness, can help you access dimensions beyond physical reality. Question the simulation. Start to recognize where societal systems, beliefs, and institutions are keeping you boxed into 4D thinking. Breaking free begins with questioning what you've always assumed to be true. Work with energy. Practices like Reiki, breath work, or chakra alignment aid in attuning your energy body to higher frequencies, enabling you to perceive beyond the physical realm. Connect to nature. Nature's balance helps dissolve the illusion of separation. Its vibrational patterns serve as an anchor point for reconnecting to unity consciousness. Expand your mind with intentional learning. Delve into topics like sacred geometry, quantum physics, or alternative healing modalities. Exposure to such knowledge acts as a key to unlocking greater awareness. The future is within you. Shifting from the trapped perception of a fourth dimension simulation locked within visible light to the boundless expansiveness of 5D reality is humanity's ultimate awakening. As you align with higher consciousness and expand your awareness, the illusion of separation fades. You realize that reality itself is a creative dance of consciousness, and you are an eternal part of it. The question isn't whether a 5D reality is possible, it already exists. The question is, are you willing to awaken to it? By taking the steps toward expanded perception, you're not just breaking free of the cage. You're co-creating a new paradigm for humanity, one that vibrates with love, unity, and infinite potential. Are you ready to see what lies beyond the projection? The choice is yours.